My name's Sam Udell-Smith. I'm Community Engagement Officer for the RSPB, and we are at RSPB Black Devon Wetlands. Fundamentally, wetlands rely on the water, obviously, and the water in turn creates all that mud, and that is what wading birds, wetland birds use to feed on. Things like lapwing, redshank. We're doing a lot of habitat work to create new habitat, to make the existing wetland better, bring people at our screen a bit closer to the wetland, and hopefully give them some good views of some of the wildlife that will use it. This just looks like a very, very wet, sticky mud, but in a few months when it's all settled down, this will be a really nice, shallow, wet feeding habitat. Black Devon is a fantastic wetland site. We're right next to Alloa, so we're really close to loads and loads of people. We're doing a lot of habitat work, creating a lot of mud, creating a lot of wet mud. We want to create a really nice, shallow, wet, muddy edge because lots of birds love to use that to feed in. So what we're doing is excavating all this land behind me, taking all that spoil, and because you've got to do something with it, you don't want to create big mounds up on the dry land because that makes the wetland feel quite enclosed. The birds don't like that. Predators can sit on the mounds and get a good view. So instead what we're doing with the spoil is creating a little island out in the middle of the wetland. And that will allow the birds somewhere safe. They can rest up, safe from predators. They've got good visibility all around, and it gives them good access to the feeding habitat that we've hopefully created as well. So the truck saw is really specialised, and it can basically float its way across the wetland. So it doesn't need to be working on the mud, it can just swim its way across and create new habitat for us out in the middle of the wetland. Trying to get the level of the water right is the really tricky part. And so if you just have really deep water, that's not really good for feeding birds. And if you have too shallow water, then when it dries out a lot in the summer, you'll just get a really dry mud, and it'll get vegetated up and it won't be very good for feeding. So the aim of this is to have a really nice kind of gradient of depth so that whatever the water level, you get that really nice shallow mud that wading birds love to feed in. I think wetlands are important because there's always something going on. They can support such a huge amount of wildlife, invertebrate life, insects, and that in turn supports the birds and the things that people normally are coming down to see. I think for me, the experience of just spending a bit of time by yourself, surrounded by nature, and to be able to come down, get away from hustle and bustle of sort of city life, and just sit. Yeah, it's such a fantastic experience and such a break from kind of normal life.